Hi kids! I'm so excited I get to read to you this story called The Dot. It's really exciting because it's about art, and I love art. I love painting and drawing. Do you like art? Maybe you don't, but I know that you might really like this story. This story is a realistic fiction story. That's what the genre is. Now, I know that many of you know what fiction means. Fiction means that it's fake. It's made up. It didn't really happen. But a realistic fiction is a story that could happen in real life. As you read today, and I read to you, I want you to look for characters who act as real people do, and notice events that could really happen. Hope you enjoy this story. The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. What are some different ways to make art? Can you think of some different ways to make art? Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There! Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot. She had drawn her dot, all framed in swirly gold. Wow, look how beautiful. Do you see the little dot? And there's her name, Vashti. I can make a better dot than that. She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's mini dots made quite a splash. Compare and contrast. Does Vashti have a different feeling about her dot now than before? Can you explain how her feelings have changed about her dot? Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist." "I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, "Sign it." Do you remember when her teacher said sign it to her? When you compare and contrast, you tell how things are alike and different. Think about what Vashti is like at the beginning of the story. The dot. She changes by the end of the story. Can you tell me how she's changed? Maybe what has stayed the same? Did her feelings change from the beginning to the end of the story? How? This is Vashti and her teacher at the beginning of the story. Look at her face. Does she look happy or sad to draw? Now think about the end of the story. Does her attitude change? What does she think of drawing at the end of the story? What does she think of drawing at the beginning of the story? I have a few more questions to ask you. How does Vashti's art teacher help her? Pause the video and think about it and write it down. Next, how are Vashti's paintings alike? How are they different? Think about how Vashti's paintings are alike. And how are they different? Pause the video and write it down or think about it. And the last question. How are Vashti and the little boy alike? What makes them the same?